I was a typical 12-year-old girl. I was really into swimming at the time. I used to train for swimming pretty much 7 days a week with carnivals and stuff on the weekend. I was ranked in the top 10 for Australia for 11 events for my age group at the time. For me, who is a pretty determined person, that was always great fun, and yeah, I just really loved racing. Well, I had my accident on the 7th of January 2008. As I went to dive, my back foot slipped and I thought, wow, this is going to be a really bad dive and I'm going to have to work really hard to catch up to the others after this dive. It wasn't until they got me up on the side of the deck and I couldn't move that I realised that something had actually really happened.
Open your windows onto the street. Let the breeze float into your room. Wait for the demons to retreat.
Unfortunately, we don't know exactly to this day what happened, but taking a racing dive, Emily didn't surface and we found that she'd broken her neck.
Old man, find the remnants of you.
You can't sit there and dwell on it all day. If you think negatively about it, I think it'll make it negative, and I think that that's, you know, what you really need to move forward with, I think. So, I mean, yeah, sink or swim. The whole idea of driving came about when I was probably about 16 years old. The whole time my family were very supportive of making me as independent as possible, so therefore they really pushed me towards driving. I mean, not that they needed much help. I was pretty keen to have a go myself anyway.
Emily's got a pride like anybody else and she wants to be as normal as possible. And I think this vehicle, it gives her that feeling, I think. I don't think she feels it's big, bulky, and unless you really look closely at it, you would know that it was, that it had been modified.
We'll go for my P's next week, so hopefully I get them and hopefully I pass first go without having to worry about it. But I think, you know, when you do that first drive by yourself, it's always a bit daunting, so I think that'll be lots of fun. But yeah, look, plenty of friends who have offered to accompany me to Macca's runs and that kind of thing, so yeah, I think there'll be plenty of that happening. At the moment at uni I'm studying to be a primary school teacher, and not having to rely on timetabling someone like a family member or public transport to come pick you up is just so good, and your ability to go out by yourself, or, you know, going to the shops or going, you know, to the pub with friends, it provides people with a lot more independence and a lot more freedom, so what they do amazing work.
Emily's always been outgoing. She's always been a sportsman until she was hurt. She doesn't stop. She's not afraid to take on new challenges. Having this new vehicle's been a wonderful way of her moving around the town and doing things that she couldn't do before. I've spoken to the people from Capital a couple of times when they've been great. She's got to have a reliable vehicle, one that she can control, and it's filling the bill.
Turning 18 and being able to drive is just such a massive step. It's incredible that they can take a sort of, you know, average vehicle and turn it into something that's modified enough for someone like me to be able to drive it. The Capital car has provided a lot of opportunities in terms of freedom and independence. You know, it's not very cool, or not very, not very cool to have your mum take you to the pub and pick you up and that kind of thing, and so I think it's a massive step forward in terms of not only independence and freedom, but also becoming an adult and that step from childhood to, you know, adulthood. It's just, yeah, it's massive.